Which came first, the teaching method or the class content? For me, it was the latter. I already had the materials collected, accumulated over time. With practice, I discovered a method. This means that you don't have to spend time going through the jungle of possibilities. You have it to hand in this book, The Organic English Method. That's if you're a teacher of English as a foreign language. If you're a student, it's a ready-made resource of interesting practice materials. So for this video, I want to describe how the book came to be and why I was successful as a teacher. If you can understand that, you'll grasp the backbone of why it's a viable book. All my life, I've had interests, really, and those interests are still growing. I'll get back to that point shortly. Now, this book is, among other things, a part recollection or revisit of my time as a teacher in Spain, mainly Madrid. As a footnote, it's curious that my dad, when I was very young, always felt that I was going to be a teacher. I did not agree, frankly. I had an earlier career in computers and IT. I did not move to Spain with a preference for teaching at all, and indeed, other than English, I had no languages at all, and didn't even have much interest in them. But language teaching has a resilience as a profession, and while in Spain, I decided to turn my hand to it. So it took a little bit of time to see what was needed in terms of class technique, which is described in this book. But the other thing which kept the enterprise afloat was that the whole body of requisite variety, all those interests I had. Language teaching was the perfect platform to have conversations and share interests with others. You could even call it a conversation club. So by 2007, I had seen a lot of the world and encountered lots of ideas which many younger people entering the teaching space might not have seen. So I quickly found that introducing these many topics into class was a way of dragging the student into the world of English. Well, guess what happens in the English world? You speak English. So you are setting the scene instead of something contrived and bland, dare I say. You're setting a plot for some kind of story or anecdote that might engage the student. That is the engine that keeps the vehicle moving. The more you practice something, unforeseen and unexpected things happen. New ideas are hatched. And that's where the value of this book comes in. With 90 articles for class activities, you don't need to do any planning as a teacher. You have articles, transcripts for corrected reading in class, and even real-world audio material for students to revisit anytime they want. So even in the hands of a student without a teacher, it's a good cookbook of articles and podcasts, a good companion. Now let me zoom out and say where I think this channel on YouTube is going. As I have many varied interests and some looming exciting projects, I did not want to turn a channel into some giant machine on the internet. Rather, it was created as a launching and support platform for the book, The Organic English Method, a language teaching resource. I don't propose to make it an actual English teaching practice channel. That's a different thing, actually, as there are plenty of those already on the internet, and more luck to them. So this is about how to be a teacher, and for the student, a fun resource for learning English. Now, to that end, and as I have so many different interests, the size of this space on YouTube, or more correctly, how many books I will publish in this subject, has lately crystallized. That's right, the number is 3. There will be a second book further down the road, which is a small affair, let's say a cute edition. It's already done. And the third book is a very different approach to language learning. I hope I can do it, let's say, at this stage I feel it. But as a plan, it's still hatching. And while the third book might be a mini-series, these 3 publications overall will really be a set of standalone separate volumes, 3 very different items.